Today we're going to be solving and graphing inequalities on the number line. So just as a reminder, let's go ahead and let's take a look at circles and the direction of where a line is going to go. Okay. So I want you guys to make a chart with symbol, what type of circle you're going to have, and then the direction of the line or the arrow. Okay. And we're going to have 4 of them. Let's do one more. There we go. Okay, so we know we have less than, right? And then when we have less than, that's going to be an open circle. And we're going to point our arrow to the left. So we're going to go that way, right? Greater than is also an open circle, but this time we're going to point it to the right. So we're going to go that way. Okay. If we have less than or equal to, that is going to be closed circle. Right. And remember, if you take the extra time to write that line at the bottom, then you have to do the extra time of filling the circle in. Okay. And for this one, we're also going to go left. And the last one, greater than or equal to, is also going to be closed circle, but we're going to go to the right, which is that way. Okay, so we're gonna do 3 examples. 2 of them they're going to be very simple, and then one where it's going to be where we have 2 variables. Okay, so let's say example number 1. Let's say we have negative 9 minus 7. Negative 9 minus 7 x is less than or equal to 96. Okay, so first I do need to move this negative 9 by adding 9. Right, that's my first step to isolate this x. So this would cancel out. We have negative 7x is less than or equal to 105. Okay. After that, we are going to do our second step, which will be divide by negative 7. And so we have x. Since we are dividing by negative, we're going to flip our sign. And then 105 divided by negative 7 is going to be negative 15. Okay, so this is not where we're going to stop. This is our answer, but we're not stopping there. Okay, we are going to graph it on a number line. And so I'm just going to have negative 17, negative 16, negative 15, negative 14, and negative 13. Okay, so I know this is going to be a closed circle at negative 15, so I'm going to close the circle at 15. And it is saying greater than or equal to, so all my answers are going to be to the right. So I'm going to make it, if you don't have a different color, just make it as thick as possible. Or if you want, you can just point it like that. Okay. That's our first example. Our second example, let's go ahead and do 2x minus 14 is greater than 4. Our first step to get the x by itself is to get rid of this negative 14 by adding 14. So we get 2x. This cancels out to 0. And then 4 plus 14 is going to give us an 18. And our next step is going to divide by 2. Okay. So we have x, because the 2's cancel out. Our sign does not change because we are not dividing by a negative. It's a positive, right? So we're just going to keep it the way it is. And we have 18 divided by 2, and that'll give us a 9. Okay. So that is our answer, but we're going to go ahead and also draw it on a number line. So I'm going to do about 4 numbers. Let's do 8, 9, 10, and 11. And so I know this is an open circle at 9. So I'm going to do open circle at 9. And then it's going to be greater than, so x is greater than 9. So everything over here on this side. Okay. So you can do it like this where it's touching the line, or like this where it's like above it, but you know what direction you're going to. For our next example, and this is our last one, let's do 8n minus 1 is greater than 5n minus 7. Okay, so this one is different because we do have two variables, but they're the same variable. Okay, so I need to put all the variables to one side. Okay, and I like to put my variables on the left side. So I'm going to move this 5n first. That's what my first step is going to be. I'm going to do that by subtracting 5n. And remember, just like the x's, line up your n's in this case. And we get 8n minus 5n. And we get 3n minus 1. Our symbol doesn't change, and we have a minus 7. Right? Next, we have a plus 1. Move our constant, right? So we would do 3n. This cancels out to a 0. We keep our sign, and then negative 7 plus 1 is going to be a negative 6. And then our last step is going to be to divide by 3. So n is greater than negative 2. Okay, and to draw that on a number line, we can do just 3 numbers, negative 2, negative 3, and negative 1. Okay, so this is going to be an open circle at negative 2. And then this is saying n is greater than negative 2, so it's everything to the left. Okay. For the last one, this is like a little bonus. If we had something in the words of x is, let's see, greater than, or yeah, x is greater than negative 19. Let's say our answer was, actually no. Let's say our answer was negative 19 greater than or equal to x. Okay, let's say we did all of our work, and then this was our answer. Okay, we cannot graph this because this is kind of hard to understand. We're saying negative 19 is greater than or equal to a number, right? That's kind of hard to write it down on a number line. So what I want you guys to do is to flip your numbers and then flip your sign. So we would flip negative 19 in x, and then instead of greater than or equal to, we're going to have less than or equal to. And now this is better to understand. Okay, so we're going to do our number line. Let's do negative 19, negative 18, and negative 20. This is a closed circle at negative 19. And then everything less than 19, negative 19 and including 19 will be our answer.